make that connection. Well, hello there. Carol Dockum here with Beautiful Faces Going Places, Women's Success Network. And I am so excited today as we are kind of back in the saddle here after enjoying some summertime, right? With family, friends, travel. I am just looking forward to gearing up for fall programming. But thank you so much for joining us here today for our virtual open house. And I created this event because I wanted to really share what we do here at Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network. As a former Chamber of Commerce Executive Director, I had an inspiration about 7 or 8 years ago to create an online Chamber of Commerce to support small business owners, entrepreneurs, women in business, leveraging technology. And oh my goodness, here we are today, right? Leveraging technology, and a dream has come true. Let me just say that. I'm honored to have all of these beautiful, incredible entrepreneurs with us here today to share in our open house. We are all about visibility, education, connections, and building long-term lasting relationships to support one another on our entrepreneurial journey. So I'm all about creating events online and in person to market and promote our members and create opportunities for these connections, collaboration opportunities, referrals to happen and take place, right? But we have to get up, dress up, and show up. So here we are here at beautifulfacesgoingplaces.com, and I want to get this show on the road. So we're going to go around the Zoom room here and introduce ourselves, who we are, what we do, the problem we solve, and who would be a great connection. And I'm just excited to hear your passion for what you do and make some introductions here. So I am going to start off with Natalie Reeder. And then Natalie, if you don't mind just passing the Zoom mic over to the next person, and we'll just kind of do a popcorn style and pop the Zoom mic around the room, and just excited to introduce these fabulous entrepreneurs in terms of what's going on in their lives and in their business world. Go ahead, Natalie, take it away.
All righty. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever we are across the globe. Great to see everyone. I'm Natalie Reeder. I'm a holistic wellness practitioner. Been working on that name a little bit. Coaches seem to be a little overdone, but I do a lot more than just coach. So calling it a practitioner is better because I have a lot of tools in my toolbox. I created a company called A Niche of Nature going on 4 years ago now, as a place to really help reach people, reach groups, providing that educational source that goes along with other kinds of information to help people truly understand their wellness. And just recently, as part of, I always am considering myself a lifelong learner. Just returned from a week in Utah where, as part of my aromatherapy and herb studies, spent a week with 3 different mentors or practitioners, or what do we call them? Artisans, there we go, who do distillation, who collect herbs, and really gave us some hands-on first place introduction and education on how to use those in our practices. So it was amazing. I guess you could say it was a mountaintop experience. Never seen those mountains before, and it was glorious. But who I like to reach are individuals who want to really address a health concern or a health issue, wanting to look at what I would call the first alternatives, not the alternative, to natural wellness, and looking at ways to support and complement their wellness for their loved ones, for themselves. I provide classwork as well as individual one-on-one settings as well. So love to tell more about that sometime. So feel free to give me a call. I'd love to set up one-on-ones with you all, whether we're close to close, person to person, or even on Zoom. So with that, I am going to pop this to Päivi.
Thank you, Natalie. So this is Päivi calling from Finland. So I'm a multidimensional entrepreneur, so rep for Arctic Nutrition, soon to be NLP trainer, and also creating a virtual shopping and experience center. So my aim is to help people to find their hidden inner strength and also be visible, be there for each other. So who I'm looking for is people who just know that they have some special skills inside of them. I really want to help you to discover those hidden gems inside of you and just shine your bright light towards the world together. And also Arctic is going to launch 17 new markets in Europe after the summer. So also it's a good way to explore some new opportunities over there. So I'm going to pass the mic over to Nigeria to Omu. Over to you, Omu.
Thanks, Pivy. So my name is Omu Obilo. Good evening from Nigeria. I'm a transformational coach, a speaker, and a trainer. I'm extremely passionate about helping people achieve success, whatever success means to them, and living their best lives. So I work with people holistically to help them identify those areas that they need to achieve a wholesome life. I also train on emotional intelligence. Ivy, I actually have done my NLP. I'm waiting to go to the next level. So I have quite a number of things, and it's interesting Natalie actually pointed it out, and I'm going to look at that. When you have a lot of tools in your toolbox, it's quite difficult looking for one name to cover it all. But I use all the tools to just generally help people achieve success. So I speak, train, and coach, and I love to mentor young girls who are trying to find their path. I like to collaborate and connect with people all over the world. I love traveling, and I love to attend events virtually and physically. I'll hand it over to the man in our midst, blessed art thou amongst women, Neil.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Carol. Yes, I'm the only guy in here, but hey, you know, we're all about beautiful faces. So therefore, my name is Neil Fishka, and what I do is I'm a licensed realtor here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I recently just moved to a new brokerage, so I am now with Huff Realty. And I actually just got certified as a senior buyers specialist. So I deal with those that are 50 years or older. And I also deal with those that are first-time home buyers. So I can get you in your first home, and I can get you when you want to downsize and you're retiring into that home. So yes, I'm here in Cincinnati. I'm always looking to connect with people. So again, Neil Pishka with Huff Realty. And I will pass the mic over to Barbara.
Hold on just 1 second. Let me get myself on here. Sorry, everyone. I was a little bit late. I had a client call, and that phone call ran over a little bit. My name is Barb Fisher. I'm the owner of Area Wide Wellness and have been a health coach for 45 plus years, continually studying with scientists all across the country to learn more about helping people with their health. And as Neil heard me say the other day, my focus right now is on children's health. We're already seeing all the ads coming out for school starting and all the sales for shopping for school supplies. And we really want our children to get through this school year without having to be home with sickness. It's not fun for them. It hurts to be sick. And it's not fun for mom and dad when they have to take off work and miss work because of sick children at home. I have 3 grandchildren who are 16, 13, and 10, and we have not had one antibiotic. To have a 16-year-old who's never been needed to be treated by a doctor for anything or has needed an antibiotic is very doable if you know what to do. And that's one of the things that I'm focused on right now to help parents with. Barb Fisher, Area Wide Wellness. Now, being that I got on late, I don't know if there's anyone who hasn't gone yet. So Carol, help me out. You're still muted.
Thank you so much, Barb. I'm so happy you were able to join us. And I love the direction and the focus that you are focusing on right now for children. and children's health. This is the perfect timing and the perfect season. So I love the direction and the focus that you're pursuing. So I absolutely love it. I've got a quick question for you. So who would you like to connect with regarding children's health?
Well, that would be parents
Okay.
of any children that are school age. Of course, I'm very happy to help parents of toddlers too, because if they're in daycare and they get sick, they can't go there. So mom again needs to stay home. So basically any children who are still living under mom and dad's roof and under their care would be
Awesome.
That's quite a span, but they do all get affected even at college. Sometimes these college kids, they get really sick.
Oh,
They go off to
absolutely.
college on their own.
Yep. You think about the dorm rooms, etc.
Right.
Yeah, gatherings. I know I'm just thinking outside of the box here. Even, I mean, you do speaking presentations and workshops on health and
Yes.
wellness. So inside any classroom or, yeah, it could be a great opportunity for you to get the word out and the message for healthcare for kids as we're gearing up for the school year. So thank you so much, Barb, for joining
welcome.
us. And yes, hello, Kelly. I know we have a few that are, I'm so happy that you're here and joining us. We're just having a virtual open house here at beautifulfacesgoingplaces.com. And the whole concept is an idea really is to support small business owners, entrepreneurs, speakers, trainers, coaches, and experts to get your message out into the world, right? We're here to market and promote entrepreneurs and also connect, collaborate, and just create these relationships, which does take time. But I love the idea of leveraging technology. You just never know who's going to hear you, see your voice, hear your voice, see your beautiful face, see your message, and it's going to resonate with them. And they're going to go, oh my gosh, I've got to call Barb or Omu or Natalie. So thanks for joining us. We're just going around the Zoom room right now, making some introductions. I'm going to pass the mic over to Odell, and then Odell, afterwards, you can select someone to go next. How does that sound?
That sounds great, Carol. My name is Odell Bowman, and I'm broadcasting to you guys from Maine. I'm with a company called LifeVantage. LifeVantage is a biohacking company. We were a biohacking company before biohacking became cool, before the term was actually coined. We're all about helping people heal themselves at the cellular level, activating your body to heal itself, a different approach to health and wellness. We've been on the forefront of this for a while. The company's products have transformed my life, and I'm all about helping people take control of their health and their finances. If we don't have our health, we don't have anything. And we aren't able to live as free a life if we don't have enough money to support ourselves. So that's what I'm about. We just recently came out with a new product on liquid collagen. Has 10 types of collagen in it. Most of the products have 5. And ours is also an activator, not just replenishing your collagen, but activating your body to make more. I've seen all the changes with people. So I've been with LifeVantage for 9 years. I'm passionate about the work we do, and I'm passionate about health and wellness in general. The only upside to COVID has been people are finally thinking about their health in a serious way, where everybody looked the other way for the most. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it at the moment. And I'd like to pass it over to Namita right now. Thank you.
Thanks. Hi, everybody. I'm Namita. I'm calling from the UK, across the pond to most of you. I'm always willing to connect with other like-minded entrepreneurs around the world. I'm going beyond the UK. So about me, I'm a videographer, marketing agency, and copywriter. And what I do is I help small business owners. I build them running, thriving, profitable businesses by crafting them the right presence for them online. So I do this through the creation of all kinds of online bespoke campaigns, like video campaigns, social media campaigns, and all kinds of content writing, text creation, like for websites, articles, blogs, email campaigns, newsletters, and even ebooks. So I'm all about helping you present yourself effectively in your market and helping you communicate to your target clients or your target customers in the right engaging way, so that your business presence generates more fruitful connections coming in, new business opportunities, potential partnerships, as well as building you a strong subscriber and customer base, really giving your business that push it needs. Who I'd like to connect, and my ideal connection would be anybody who's a business owner, entrepreneur, who's looking to expand their customer base and full of opportunities, improving their presence, raising their credibility and visibility in the market.
I absolutely love that, Namita. Thank you for joining us all the way from the UK. And you're absolutely right. We can leverage technology. And if we can really tap into, systems and processes and leverage video as well, right? That visibility factor can really be a game changer in anyone's business, whether it's products, goods, or services. So I'm so happy that you're here, and I want to encourage everyone to connect. And thank you so much, Namita. I love what you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Kelly, thanks for joining us. And then we'll pass the mic over to Janice. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I couldn't get off the phone, and then when I registered, I couldn't get the number. So I'm glad I finally saw it. Thank you. Well, I'm Kelly Peterson. I am from Fort Thomas, Kentucky. And for the last 16 years, I have been helping families shop online for wellness on a budget. What I do is take people through a shopping list of things they're already shopping for and show them how to get healthier, safer products in their home, save money, save time shopping, and address health issues that maybe they're not finding answers for in traditional medicine. I also help families create repeat income and take a shopping expense and turn it into an income. So I am more targeting right now those people that want to retire, but with our economy and the way things are going, there's no chance they will ever be able to retire. And looking at a way to add repeat income alongside of that in a way that is not threatening. They don't have to clock in, clock out, and yet they could have the freedom financially to live debt-free and see what that looks like.
Well, you're absolutely spot on. I do think our retirement age here in the USA is probably going to get a little bit longer, right? So Kelly, I'm just happy that you took the time out to join us today and share your passion and what you do with your shopping online for wellness on a budget, right?
Yes.
So thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Thanks. Glad I could be here.
Yeah. So Janice, it looks like you have the floor.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Carol, so much for having this opportunity. And I just love Zoom, and especially connecting with entrepreneurs. This is just such a treat for me. My name is Janice Williams, and I am a retired social worker helping people have a healthy home and business. I actually have a air purification system that actually cleans the air and also surfaces if they have allergies, concerned with COVID, if they have mold issues. This unit is the solution. And also laundry purists, active pure technology. Can you imagine doing laundry without hot water, without laundry detergent, and not having to use dryer sheets? With this technology that actually does that. And I am so excited to be able to provide that technology to be able to do your laundry. And I also offer an ionized water system actually for the home or business or on the go. We actually have a to-go bottle now. So I'm just excited helping people, being healthy. And who I'm looking for is those people who want to know about technology and invest in themselves and have a healthy environment so that they can breathe better and get water that is great for their body. And doing laundry without detergent. Oh, I'm just so excited. And thank you all for this format. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, Janice, thank you so much. I'm excited to have you here today. And I just wanted to say, you attended our last Empower Hour, where we talked about the impact of social media, podcasting, and speaking, and great ways to grow your business and have that impact out in the world through, leveraging social media, podcasting, and speaking. And you were one of the attendees. And then I just want to give you like a hurrah. Yay, because the following week I saw that you actually did a Facebook Live video, and you were just really inspiring because you actually took action and took away all the golden nuggets that our speakers presented and shared with all of us. And then you just took action and you did it, and you were amazing. So Janice, thank you so much. I believe you were sharing your quiz.
Thank you.
Your quiz, which I
Right,
thought was really cool.
Right.
Awesome.
I did. It
Well,
was yep. Thank you.
congratulations. So I just want to say, I'm so happy to see Angie Snowball Thompson here. She is amazing. If you haven't met her, Angie and I have co-hosted several events online. She too is an amazing speaker and has hosted a fabulous LinkedIn workshop for us. And Angie, we're just going around the Zoom room, introducing ourselves, our 30 or 60-second commercial, and I'm going to pass the mic over to you. Thanks for joining us, Angie.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sorry I missed everyone. I think I know almost everyone, but if I don't know you, please catch up with me. Let me know what you do. Driving in the rain, I was late. But my name is Angie Snowball Thompson, and I am actually launching my second company in September, the Snowball Effect, and that will focus on what you probably know me best as, which is a LinkedIn strategist and communication consultant. So I can help international, I can help domestic. Living in America will just be the foreign language company on its own entity. So we're splitting the two and putting a focus on the communication. So that said, I have lots of ways to help you with LinkedIn. I love to teach you how to do it so you can do it on your own. It's a great tool that's free for marketing if you know how to utilize it right. And I also help teams that have communication issues. So any small companies that their management team doesn't necessarily see eye to eye, that's another thing that I specialize in, is helping people understand the tonality of words, body language, and being better leaders through better communication. So thank you guys. Thanks, Carol. It's so good to see you. And Pivy and Omu, it's been ages. Neil, Natalie, everybody, good to see you guys.
Well, it's wonderful to have you here, Angie. I'm excited about your new company that you're launching in September. Let us know how we can help support you. And I know I want to do another little plug for Angie. I know Omu was one of our speakers for our International Women's Day celebration event, which we launched last March, on March 8th. And it was an actual 24-hour live stream, which was just amazing. And I'm looking forward to co-hosting that event with you this coming 2023. So save the date, March 8th, for International Women's Day. It's going to be just incredible. And I know we had Omu as a guest speaker, and Natalie, I believe you were a speaker as well, and Pivy actually co-hosted with us. Pivy was our right-hand man, and the three of us were just great strategic partners and creating a true global event. So Pivy, we're looking forward to hosting that with you again, March 8th of 2023. So save the date. All right, I believe we have gone around the entire Zoom room here. I'd love to create an opportunity for us to share some win-wins. It is Wednesday, so if you have a win-win that you would like to share, I'd love to hear. I think I've already announced a couple of win-wins that I have seen. For example, Neil, congratulations to you on your new certification to help seniors in real estate. And any other win-wins, this is your time to share some win-wins. Natalie, go ahead.
So trying to keep up with the momentum of things is great, but an event is coming together, the date and time to be determined, but have met with some of my colleagues that are also in the same field, working with the Yoga 6 location. Granted, it is local here. The Yoga 6 yoga station is going to provide us our own private class that I'll be able to invite people come to find out what it is. If you don't know what it is, to those who are very familiar with yoga, come and enjoy that. We're going to have an evening where I will talk about, looking at what that health evaluation is, so people understand what I do and others in my wellness circle to understand how to identify those root causes, so they really understand that we're not about our symptoms, but about finding those solutions. Starting in September, on the Clubhouse place of, if some of you are familiar with that, it is an app, but it's a conversation piece for around the world. The former Business Mid-Check is going to be renamed to the Business Fitness Forum that will be starting in September. Just that idea to bring people in business together wherever you are in your timeline or your season of business. We have new, we have seasoned, and we have those of us in the middle to really support us. So it'll be called the Business Fitness Forum, start up in September. So that's new, just a class there. Looking to really try to get more of an online presence, like Carol's been talking about. Definitely going to be tagging in with Angie because we need to get that information out there in the right way. To share a little bit of the journey that I had done the week of that I did the training, and kind of take you through that walk with me and use that as kind of a debut, if you will, to the Facebook Live or the virtual presence of things. But just really excited about the things that are starting to roll out. But those are the two pieces of the event coming up, where we'll share our community and what I do, have some classes, essential oil, understanding that, as well as partnering with Yoga 6 for our own little private yoga session. So more information to be delivered.
All right. Well, congratulations to you, Natalie. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've got some great stuff happening in the fall. All right. Anyone else?
I'll go. At the end of September, I'm going to be holding a talk. I speak a lot out there at different places, but every once in a while I will plan a few times a year one for clients, because they like to hear the information too. So this one topic is going to be on the lymphatic system. It is a very much overlooked system, and people do not realize how important it is to our health. So it will be to kind of let people know what they can be doing to make that better, and why we have issues with it and how it affects us. So that is not, the date is not set yet. So I will be getting the word out, but it is in the works.
Awesome. Congratulations, Barb. I want to make sure that with advance notice, you forward your event on your lymphatic system talk, and I can make sure it gets hosted on our upcoming newsletter. So for September, that would be awesome. I'd love to share that with our members in our network. So thank you so much, Barb. Anyone else? Well, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us here for our virtual open house. Omu, I am wondering, I believe you did a special workshop on who's in your room. And I think it was last year, who's in your room. And I think I believe that's a John Maxwell book, if I recall. I don't know. I saw you on social media, and you inspired me. So I ordered the book and read it myself. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Omu, this is amazing. And I just love the value that book provided. And if you have any any advice that you want to give, or anything like a reflection of who's in your room and the value of really acknowledging the people that you surround yourself with, and how you have the power to choose who's in your room, right? If it's not serving you and or your values or your mission and where you want to go. So I would love to hear your perspective. I know you are one of the founders of the John Maxwell team, and I would think you have something of value to contribute on that topic as a great way to round up our virtual open house event.
Can you all hear me? The network is shaking from here, so I'm having to string. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Looks like
We
I'm
can hear you.
frozen. Okay, so if I got you correctly, Carol, you wanted me to give like a summary about who's in your room, right?
Yes. Yes. I would love that. We have a
Okay.
little bit of time,
So
and I
yes,
just thought, what a great way to kind of wrap up our virtual open house with your summary and your take based on your expertise.
okay. It's thank you for buying the book. I mean, I'm sure you really enjoyed it. It's a keeper. So basically, if we closed our eyes and just imagined a one room, it could be a very large room. It doesn't really matter the size, but the unique thing about the room is that it has just one door. And you might think that isn't unique, considering a lot of rooms just have one door. But this room just has one door, no windows, just one door. And this door opens only inwards. It doesn't open outwards. So in other words, once you're in that room, you never get out. So whatever gets into that room remains in that room. Now, this is basically how our lives is structured and our brain is structured. So from the day we're born till today, we experience different people, we listen to different things are said to us, we have different experiences. And even the best of brain surgeons and psychiatrists and psychologists have said that whatever you experience remains in your brain. It never leaves your brain. It's registered somewhere in your subconscious, which is why sometimes you hear a voice and you don't really know who is speaking, but you know that the voice sounds familiar. Or you see someone, you might not remember who the person is, but the face looks familiar or reminds you of someone. Same thing with reminding you of an event. So when you remember a very good event or something reminds you of a good event, obviously you would be happy. And when it reminds you of an event that is not good, obviously it makes you sad or unhappy. So if you imagine that the amount of people we have let into our lives consciously or unconsciously, and the fact that these people are still in our brain, then you begin to realize why we have different issues, as little as just conflicts in the office to depression and all other things. So when you realize that these people are there, you might want to ask yourself, so since you let these people in and they can't go out, what are you going to do about them? So, we find that just like in every room, you have some rooms that have like tall wardrobes, you have some rooms that have attics, and you put things there and you literally forget it. Same thing with events that have passed in our lives. There's some things that I call it compartmentalizing. And, there's some things I've put in certain compartments that I never really go to, or that I wish to deal with at a later time, but I don't want to face it now for my own sanity. And sometimes also we put relationships that would actually benefit us unconsciously as well. Sometimes, I mean, with the way the world is, like Angie, I just realized I haven't spoken to Angie in ages, and we used to talk I mean, at least once a month, but I'm not sure. I don't know how many times I've spoken to her this year. And you find out that there's some relationships that are beneficial to you that you've kind of put at the back burner. So it's always important to take time out and assess where you are with different people, different events, and different things, and kind of do a reshuffle. There's some people you want to bring to the forefront, and there's some people you want to get to the back. But the part that I like the most really is going forward. What do I do? And this is the part that literally changed my life, because it changed the people that I do business with. It made me realize why I get into relationships or I'm in places and I'm just unhappy and I think it's my fault. And that is, but going forward, knowing the sort of people to allow into your space. And like Ivan Meissner says, we all should have a doorman. I always say I like to call mine a bouncer. So, you know, like you go to nightclubs or restaurants and you have the doorman, and this doorman is giving instructions like you're not allowed in if you have baseball caps or hats on, or if you have flip-flops on, but instructions are given to the doorman. What instructions have we given to our doorman? So I have given my doorman strict instructions. I don't allow negative people anywhere near me anymore. In the past, I used to think that there was no need, you can't influence me if I don't let you. But I soon realized that no matter how positive you are, and these people are around you, they deposit their energy. And you start to wonder why you finish a meeting and you feel tired and like your energy has been sapped. So that's basically what it is. So when you've given your doorman instructions, your doorman knows what to look out for and how to terminate these people. And the key way to identify the instructions to give your doorman is by identifying what your values are. On this journey, I realized that we keep going on and on about values, but I personally never sat down to write down what my values were. I could think them, but I never sat down to write it. And I found out quite a number of people hadn't. And even when you say it over and over again, and you start to ask yourself critical questions, you find out that a lot of those values are aspirational values, but not real values. So, but there's really nothing wrong in having aspirational values. Once you identify that they're your aspirational values, then you're able to know what steps to take to turn them into the values that you live by. And these are the sort of instructions based on your values you give your doorman. And then once you allow people who their values align with yours into your room, then you're guaranteed to live your best life.
Wow, wow, wow. I absolutely love that. And I really had not thought about, tying in your values, because I do believe that we attract those, right? People that share similar values and or backgrounds or their similar goals. But you're absolutely right. I hadn't thought about the doorman, but we all should have a doorman, right? And to live our best lives. So thank you so much, Omu, for sharing that. What a great way to wrap up our virtual open house. Thank you for sharing your summary of who's in your room and something to think about, right? I'm always very conscious and aware of the people that I surround myself with, which is why I created Beautiful Faces Going Places, because we are here to support one another in our entrepreneurial journey and within our own projects. And it's just so important to surround yourselves with like-minded individuals that are on the same trajectory, if you will, right? So thank you so much, Omu. I just want to say, does anybody have any closing comments or remarks? And then
I have a closing question.
Oh, I love it. Even better, Barb.
I did not get down. This is a question for Angie. What did you say the name of your new business is?
The Snowball Effect.
Okay.
So I'll roll it out in beautiful faces when I'm getting it together. It's a long overdue separation of the two things I do. So it's really nothing new. It's just making it more clear.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Anyone else?
I host 2 times a week a wellness on a budget workshop on Zoom. So if anyone would want to come on and just explore their shopping that they do already, whether it's Amazon, Kroger, ClickList, Target, Walmart, I would love to help you look into what I share and just how you can shop for your home for healthier, safer products, save time and money.
I love that, Kelly. So do you have are they regularly scheduled?
Well, they're usually 2 times during the evening. I can schedule them always during the day, but I usually have 2 during the week, and I schedule them at the beginning of every week just based on, you know, kind of what my week is. Today, they're actually tonight and tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Awesome. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank
All
you.
right. All right. I just want to say thank you all so much for joining us here at our virtual open house.
Thank you.
Yeah, this
Thanks,
was
Carol.
amazing. Yeah, so good to see everybody's beautiful faces. Thank you for sharing your love and passion for your business and what you do. Go out and have a great day, a great week, and a great rest of the year. And I hope to see you all back here at beautifulfacesgoingplaces.com. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.